Low muscle power is associated with higher odds for frailty. So in this video, if you're over the age of 65, I will show you how you can test your muscle power to see if you sit on the frailty continuum. Hi everyone, and welcome to Exercise for Health. And frailty is a clinically defined geriatric syndrome characterized by accumulation of age-related deficits, and it's associated with a multitude of negative health outcomes including falls, disability and mortality. Identification of frailty among older adults is typically assessed using 5 criteria, these being exhaustion, slowed gait or walking speed, low physical activity, unintentional weight loss, and weakness. A person is considered non-frail if they demonstrate none of the criteria, pre-frail if they demonstrate 1 or 2 criteria, and frail if they demonstrate 3 or more criteria. Although all 5 criteria contribute to frailty classification, weakness is one of the most prevalent in older adults, classified as frail or pre-frail. It's worth noting that frailty is a continuum. A person may become more frail as they age, but a person may also move from a frail state to a pre-frail or non-frail state with an appropriate intervention. Recent research has explored the relationship between muscle power and muscle strength as predictors for functional impairment and frailty. Muscle strength can be measured using a grip dynamometer, with the result checked against a table for the person's age, and if the score is in the red column, that would be considered weaker, which would demonstrate one of the frailty criteria. However, not many people have access to a grip dynamometer to be able to conduct the test. Muscle power, on the other hand, is defined as the rate at which work is performed, and comparison studies have found that muscle power may be a more discriminant predictor of overall functional performance in older adults. Muscle power can be measured using the 5 times sit to stand test, where the participant is asked to stand up and sit down 5 times as quickly as possible from a standard height chair without the use of the hands, and the time taken to complete the task is recorded as the score. This test should be more accessible to people as it can be done at home without any specialist equipment. To ensure the setup for the test is correct, a freestanding chair that's not supported against a wall must have a standard seat height between 43 and 45 centimeters, which is 17 to 18 inches. The participant must start seated without touching the back of the chair or their legs touching the seat. In other words, sat on the front half of the chair and their feet flat on the floor with their arms crossed over their chest. The person recording the time will say when to start by calling the word go and start the stopwatch. The person recording will stop the time as soon as the participant's buttocks touch the seat of the chair on the 5th repetition. The aim for the participant is to complete the 5 sit-to-stands as quickly as possible, but ensuring that they stand fully upright and that their buttocks touch the seat on each repetition. They're also not allowed to use their hands at any point or allowed to touch the backrest of the chair, otherwise this indicates a failed test. The time taken can be checked against a table, which I'll put up on screen now. The times in the table for each age group identify the normal average values that combine a number of separate studies. However, many other studies have shown that a time longer than 17 seconds for over 65s to complete the test is a strong indicator for weakness, demonstrating one of the criteria for frailty and increasing the risk for falls, hospitalization and functional decline. So this should be the time that you should be aiming to score below. So if you conduct this test and your time is longer than 17 seconds, then you should focus some time to improve your leg strength, which will in turn improve muscle power and ultimately physical function. Exercises such as squats, step-ups and lunges using your body weight will be ideal if you're at home, and you can use the support to hold if needed for balance. You may initially start with a small range of movement until your strength and confidence builds, where you're able to move more. You can also improve leg power further by driving your body weight up against gravity faster and then lowering your body weight slower for improved strength. If you can comfortably manage more than 10 or 12 repetitions without feeling challenged and you can't increase the range of movement anymore, then adding some hand weights will further enhance the exercise intensity for greater progress. Doing these exercises for 5 to 10 minutes on 3 days of the week will observe huge gains in your muscle power, reducing weakness and therefore reducing your frailty risk. If you have access to a gym facility, then ask an instructor about using a leg press, leg extension or leg curl machine as part of your program, as these will target the large muscle groups in the legs and have similar results to the exercises that can be done at home. The benefit of using these machines is that it's easier to adjust the intensity by changing the selected weight, and it can begin on a very low weight for people who are really deconditioned. However, the aim should be moving towards the more functional exercises using your body weight, as these will benefit you more for activities of daily living. If after a few weeks of performing the leg strength exercises on a regular basis, you conduct the 5 times sit to stand test again and observe a 2.5 second reduction in time, then you'll see a significant improvement in function and ability for activities of daily living. However, even a small reduction in the time will offer a noticeable improvement. Try the test for yourself to see what you score and let me know your time in the comments below. If you found the information in this video useful, please give it a like by clicking the thumbs up button below and consider subscribing if you haven't already. But thank you so much for watching, and until next time, stay active and keep moving to feel better.